Hey, it's Robert 90, your spray foam advisor. And I just want to talk a little bit about being prepared. I'm here at the Vancouver airport getting ready to fly back home to Texas after a couple days in Vancouver, and I made a mistake. It was 88 degrees Fahrenheit, about 27 C, when I was leaving Texas, and I checked the weather in Vancouver. It was going to be in the 30s and 40s. Pulled my jacket out, put it on the back of my office chair, got all my stuff together, and forgot my jacket, left it on the back of the office chair. I actually was wearing short sleeve shirt when I hopped on the airplane. Didn't think anything of it until I landed in Vancouver and walked out of the airplane, and on that jet bridge it was so cold. I was freezing all the way up, and on my way out to the taxi. I just wasn't prepared. I thought about it ahead of time. I planned for it. I just didn't make sure I checked all those boxes. And why does this matter to you? I just want to point out that this really applies to anything that we do, for your business, for your personal life. You can think about things, you can think about the future, but you have to check all those boxes. You have to make sure you're ready when the time comes to be in that moment. So it's more than just being in the moment right now. You also have to think about tomorrow. You have to think a little bit about next week. You have to think a little bit about next year. You have to think a little bit about 5 years from now. Look into the future. Know what the weather's going to be like. Know what the conditions are going to be like, and what you need to have with you to be prepared for those conditions. Not only know what you need to have with you, but then actually have it with you. Actually put it in a checklist. Make sure you are confirming with yourself that what you expect to happen is going to happen, and that you're ready for it. So that's what being prepared is all about, right? I'm not a Boy Scout, but the Boy Scouts motto is be prepared, and that works in your personal life just as much as it does in your business life. You can apply this to everything that you do. Think ahead. Think about what's going to come, what might happen, what the different options are, and then make sure you prepare for them. Have a checklist to make sure that when the time comes, you're ready to take advantage of whatever's in front of you, and you don't have to be out in the cold like I was here in my trip in Vancouver here in March. It was unseasonably cool here, or unseasonably cold from what I'm told. There was around 12 inches of snow on the ground in Vancouver in March, which is not normal for them, but I had to deal with it, and I was only here for a couple days, so I didn't bother getting a jacket, didn't bother buying a jacket. Luckily, I had one long sleeve shirt, so I wore it as an undershirt back-to-back days while I was here. Luckily, I only had one business presentation to worry about, and had a long sleeve shirt for that. So just be prepared for the future. Think about next week. Think about next year. Think about 5 years from now, and make sure that what you expect in your life and in your business, in your personal life, in your financial life, in your spiritual life, in your fitness, in your whatever it is that's important to you, whatever you expect, make sure that you're prepared and you have the right things in your tackle box. You have the right things in your toolbox. You have the checklist ready to go, so that when the time comes, you don't forget that key item that's going to leave you out in the cold. This is Robert 90, your spray foam advisor. Check us out in some more videos.